It's 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. Pacific time, and I know we have people from all over the world right now. So let's do some networking. We're gonna have like 5 minutes of networking. So people, everybody unmute and say, where are you at? Where are you coming from? Come on, guys.
Tampa, Florida.
How you doing? How is everyone today?
Good. Where are you at?
Good. I'm Frank McManus, and I'm from Ormond Beach, Florida.
Florida. Marlene is in
Welcome,
Florida.
Frank.
Tampa.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Marlene.
Hi, Frank.
Okay,
We
what other?
also
Ina from
have
Orlando.
Yoshi.
Orlando. What did you say, Sarah?
We also have Yoshi. Yoshi, you want to share a little bit about what your responsibilities are for Global next year?
Next year, I'll be a NAL Global Business Liaison for 2024.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations, Joshi. So happy for you, man.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
Maria. Yeah, thank you all for my support. Thank you.
Wonderful. I know Kate wanted to say something, but we couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
So where
so
are you at?
I'm Safari K. I'm from Eastville, California. So I live in the same area that Sarah lives in.
Wonderful. And Mario, where are you at?
Right here in Washington, D.C. area. Nice weather, waiting for the fall. No, for the, yes. So looking forward for this global event. Thank you,
Wonderful.
Adriana, for the invitation. Looking forward to see many global realtors.
We always have to ask you where you are because you could be who knows where.
He's always
Yes.
traveling.
Today
Super
in
Mario.
Washington, tomorrow, who knows? So just to let you all know, this is going to be recorded and we are going to email it. And also we are going Facebook Live. So everybody will know. So let's behave. Okay, well, let's see who else. I'm waiting for Karen. Let's see if Karen Arbeláez will join us. I would love for her to join. Claudia is here. Welcome, Miss Claudia.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Claudia is the chair of Global at CR level for 2024. So yeah.
Yes, honored to serve. And it's so nice to see all our fellow global friends and colleagues. Looking forward to an amazing year in 2024.
Wonderful. And I see that Shirley put here, you can speak, Shirley, come on. We have still 2 more minutes to talk to people. So
Okay.
where are you at?
Houston, Texas.
Excellent. So tell us, how did you find out about this event today?
I received an invitation.
Yeah,
because
but from who?
I'm not sure.
But wonderful. See, this is the beauty of Global, being able to connect with agents from not just around the United States, but from around the world. I don't know if we have anybody here from any other country. I invite some people from Colombia, but I don't see them here, but they may be joining us Facebook Live. So let's start our meeting. Good afternoon, good morning for our area, but good afternoon for the people in Florida and Washington and Texas. So thank you for being here. We are going to learn today about the NAR Global Ambassadors. So we are calling this the Ambassador Passport to the World. And we are going to learn why global. What is this so important? But before I do that, I would like to introduce our committee. So I'm gonna ask Sarah to introduce herself and Arlene.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah Oswald, and I was the 2023 CAR Global Vice Chair. And we did amazing things this year. One of the highlights is the fact that we were able to work on the mission statement. So that is one huge accomplishment that we did as a forum. And I was one of the founding members who brought Global Committee to our association. And I hope we've continued to grow. and have more and many participants as we move along.
Yeah, this is Sarah's baby. She brought Global to us, and we want to keep it because we're doing really good things. So Arlene.
Hi, guys. My name is Arlene Byerly. I am from Mexico, so I'm here to help you in all your needs. I am new to the global community. I joined this year the global committee here at our local level with the encouragement of Adriana and Sarah. I have been learning a lot, and I'm looking forward to this new live stream that we're doing just to continue to learn and see all the amazing things that we're doing at the global level.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Arlene. We really appreciate, like she said, she's new, but she's been jumping right. You know, she's doing everything and she's so excited, and we love your energy. So thank you so much. Well, somebody saying something? Maria? Maria needs to mute. Okay, so Sarah, would you like to start with the introduction of our first speaker? That's going to be Mr. John Sebring.
Sure, let me do that. Let me introduce our speaker, and it is John C. Breeze, and let me share a little bit about him. Hold on one second. Trying to find it, so let me see.
I can tell you all you need to know.
Well, actually, you can do your personal
Yeah,
introduction.
can you share? Sorry about that.
No, of course. You know, the formal bios can be longer than the actual talks sometimes. So for those of you who don't know, John Sebring, I'm the CEO of the California Association of Realtors, but I've worked for Realtors now for, it'll be 33 years in December. I started at the National Association of Realtors as a lobbyist in 1990, and then moved on to the Florida Association of Realtors for 11 years, where I ran the lobbying operation, the public policy operation for the state association from Tallahassee, Florida. And then I moved to Missouri to be the CEO of Missouri Realtors. And then I was hired by the California Association last February 2022. So I've been here just over a year and a half. This year, I am the chair of the NAR Global Business Council's Forum. Our vice chair also happens to be from California, but I wasn't from California when I was named the chairman of that committee. I was still in Missouri. But I'm going to share my screen here as we get started, because I have a couple of things that I'm excited to show you. And mostly, you know, starting with where my interest in global real estate comes from. So let me fix this real quick. So everybody seeing that okay? Do I have a thumbs up? Okay, very good. So a lot of times people do ask me, where did my interest come from? And it dates back to about 2003, when I was leaving the National Association in Washington, D.C., after having been in D.C. for 15 years, to go to Florida Realtors. And of course, there was so much interest in global real estate in Florida. But within my first month in Florida, I sat down with the governor. At the time, it was Jeb Bush. And Jeb's brother happened to be president of the United States. And a couple of people had suggested that we meet each other. They were friends of both of us and said, you've got to get together. Jeb Bush told me a lot of things, but a couple that surprised me. One, he was a realtor. So he was a member of the Miami, Florida Association and NAR as a commercial realtor. And he told me this story about how he was so involved in global business, and as a former realtor himself, he would do trade missions as a governor, and he would travel all over the world, and he would take CEOs of companies that wanted to sell their widgets or talk about their widgets or come back to Florida to produce things. And he said no one on the trade mission understood real estate, but there was a real estate component to every global transaction, every economic development deal. And so he said, you're going with me to Germany. I'm going on a trade mission and you're going with me. So within a very short time of being in Florida, I went with Governor Jeb Bush on a trade mission to Germany. It was so successful, the partnership that we had in talking about the role real estate plays and having someone on his trade mission that could easily put those who were focused on economic development from other countries or looking to bring their executives and talk about quality of life and cost of living and how much is a median home price if I'm bringing my executives over, all these things that related to real estate and having us on the trade missions. I then went on every other trade mission Jeb Bush ever took as governor, the governor after him and the governor after him. So we really started this thing in Florida about 20 years ago where we were so engaged with government, but also our local associations and the state association. And then I took that with me. So that's really where my thoughts on this merger of global economic development, real estate, all come together. And so just to give you a point of reference, NAR has this on their website for every state in the nation, but every single home sale in the state of California generates an additional ripple effect of $249,000. That means when someone buys a home, they then go out and maybe buy a washer and dryer. The person they bought the washer and dryer from at Lowe's go out because they got a commission and buy a truck that they wanted. And the person who sold them the truck got a commission and they buy something else. And this real estate ripple effect through the economy is huge. And anything any of us can do to bring good paying jobs, which quite often come from foreign direct investment in our individual states, is incredibly important. And we can never forget that we are economic developers. We are, by our interest in real estate sales and by our interest in global, we are economic developers that are promoting our communities, our regions, our states, and the United States of America. And it's very important. So for those of you here in California, I often refer to this World Trade Center report. This is the brand new one. You can just go to World Trade Center Los Angeles, Google World Trade Center Los Angeles foreign direct investment, and it'll come up with this new report that shows you, it divides the state by region, but within the southern region where we are here, the local association that we're working with today and our state association, it shows who are the countries that are investing in our region, topped by Japan, the United Kingdom, Canada, France. We need to know that because these are the groups we need to be reaching out to if we're interested in global real estate. Talking about global, there are those on this call who probably say, well, I haven't been working with one of those countries or with a company from those countries or with a single buyer from those countries. And if you're new to this, I would say every market has global potential. Think about the community colleges. If you're from a smaller area, think about your educational institutions. Go to them and find out who are the international students there. What we found for many, many years is that parents love to buy a condo for their student to live in while they're in college, whether it's 2 years or 4 years. That could be your start in global real estate. And a new niche that you have. Look at your closest airport and where the international direct flights are, because there's a connection there. Why are there direct international flights from that part of the world? It's because there's some business interest from that part of the world, or maybe those are the groups of people that want to rest and relax in your resort areas. And so those can be your natural global market. And that's sort of the low-hanging fruit. And then maybe go study the foreign direct investment report and look at where people are coming from and make that your niche. So as I said, this year I'm NAR's Global Business Council's Forum Chair. There are several priorities that NAR Global has, the goals of the program. And as we're gearing up for Anaheim, when people will be here from all over the world, we're really focused on these, but it's to help our members be more successful. It's to help raise the level of professionalism, which we don't just want to do here in our own communities and in our own states in the US. We want to make sure real estate professionals throughout the world have that same level of professionalism, and we want to help develop global markets. I tell you, one of my first experiences at NAR with Global many years ago, some of you will remember this, maybe, we had the International Real Property Foundation, and this was NAR's way of helping developing democracies create a real estate structure. There were emerging democracies that had never been able to sell private property, and we would have realtors volunteer. We would pay their way to go be in a country in, say, Eastern Europe, and help them create a structure for mortgage and title and the sale of real estate. And that was my first interaction with Global. And we still today want to do everything we can to help develop these global markets. Whoops, I need to get my, there we go. NAR has a number of global audiences. You're going to hear later this morning from some of the global ambassadors who are joining us today from not only California, but around the country. I'll talk more about the global coordinators in a minute, but there are 130 global councils in 28 states. And these are different than just a global committee at your local association. These are full-fledged forums of those who are interested in global real estate. Anyone can be part of a global council. And at the National Association, when I'm in Anaheim, I will be recognizing those global councils around the United States who are doing really great things. And we want all of you to be part of one of those, whether today or in the future. We have 44 ambassador associations in the United States working with 104 bilateral partners. NAR has bilateral partners in 76 countries. We have 6,000 international realtor members, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. But I just want you to know there are great resources for you if you have an interest in global. At nar.realtor/global/global, you can find all these great resources. How many of us have our CIPS designation? If you don't, hopefully you will look into getting that. Go to this CIPS tab. Maybe your association or a nearby association is having a CIPS course sometime soon, but you can find out about that. Lots of other resources here, and I'll go into a couple of those real quickly. One, a lot of our members don't know about international realtor members. You can be an international realtor member if NAR has a global bilateral relationship with the association. So if any of you know people in the countries of these 104 local associations in 76 countries, make sure they're aware that they have the benefit of realtor membership. That's very important. And it's only those who are members of an NAR cooperating association that can join NAR. And we all know there are great benefits of joining NAR. I'll leave this slide up for a second in case you want to capture the QR code with your phone. But at this particular slide, you can find the International Realtor Member Referral Form, and you can make the case to your international real estate friends that they should want to be an international realtor, because when someone's on the Find a Realtor feature on NAR, they want to be found there. I'll also go back to CIPS for a minute. Those of us who are CIPS designees, one of the great benefits is that you can put in that system what languages you speak and what countries do you have a special interest in, because if someone from those countries is looking for a property, they're more likely to capture you as a CIPS designee who has you speak the language and that kind of thing. Lots of other marketing benefits to being an international realtor member, and I'll make sure the local associate that you all have these slides so that I'm not spending too much time on any of them today, because you've got a great set of panelists who are going to follow me. The global coordinators at NAR are divided into these 5 areas, and the global ambassadors that we talk to later this morning will be able to tell you which area of the globe they fall into one of these 5 categories. Ambassador associations are very important because they're the association. I think of it not like a big brother, big sister program. I think of it more like a sister cities program where our ambassador associations in the United States are working directly with the associations in other countries. And it's a wonderful, wonderful partnership. And those of us who've been able to travel the world and experience these relationships, it's truly a wonderful, wonderful thing that we're helping each other grow in our respective countries. Fairly new to NAR, my wonderful friend, Alex Escudero, who's the director of NAR Global, has worked hard to create NAR in Espanol. So this is a need that we've heard about for many, many years. There's a QR code there for you, just to know that there are great resources now on most of NAR's really good information that's available in Spanish, because oftentimes you need that. If I consider all of you an ambassador, whether you're a formal NAR global ambassador or not, you're all an ambassador for global real estate, and this could be helpful to you. And also so many incredible research reports. I refer to the international transactions in real estate often, but there are so many incredible reports. That particular international transactions in real estate, I pulled out a couple of things to show you here real quick. It shows the top foreign buyers in the United States. And if you have an interest in any of these countries, you need to double down on that, because these are the countries that are buying the most real estate in the United States. The top destinations are Florida, California, Texas, Arizona, New York, and California. I'm sorry, North Carolina. Within these, I highlighted California for you today. Major destinations of foreign buyers from Canada, California is number 3. From Mexico, California is number 3. From China, California is number 1 by a long shot. And from India, California is the destination of buyers from those countries. And I think that's important for us to follow. The region of origin of California buyers is mostly from Asia, Oceania, but we do have buyers looking at California from other parts of the country. And then finally, NAR does this local market assessment that includes California, and you can get a lot more updated information from this regional report. Those of you who go to NAR meetings know that California, Hawaii, and Guam make up NAR's Region 13, and this report is specific to that, and there's a QR code for that. Since we have California Realtors on here, I didn't want to miss the opportunity to say that we're trying to give you resources that you need, not just with global, but in all of your business. And we've created this smart zone. So it's to get there directly, you can go to smartzonecar.org and find tips that will help you in your business. And I highly recommend that. It's new, it's constantly evolving. And then finally, I wanted to tell you a shameless plug for Anaheim. Hopefully many of you will be in Anaheim next month. Hard to believe it's next month, but in less than a month, not less than a month, just over a month, we will all be in Anaheim. There are several global things that I wanted to make sure you know about. First, our Global Business Councils Forum meets on Monday, November 13th from 11 to 12:30. We'll be breaking up into groups and talking about all the important things that everyone has an interest in. But CAR and our local global councils throughout the state of California is hosting a special networking reception in the Global Pavilion at the Expo from 11:30 to 1:30 on November 15th for global attendees from all over the world. And I'm really super excited about that. And I hope that all of you will be there and that you'll bring your global friends from around the country. And I hope that sort of wets your whistle for a little bit of what's to come the rest of this morning with our global experts from around the country. But I hope you realize I have a great passion for this. And it's something that's been built over time. And I'm so proud to be part of the California Association of Realtors now and work to make our global program as successful as we have in other parts of the country. So thank you, Adriana.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I'm gonna type the date that we're doing this in Anaheim. So what
I'll
date?
put it in the chat.
Wonderful, because yes, Sarah told us earlier today at an association meeting, but it's good to have a reminder. And wonderful. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for all the insight.
And now that I've stopped speaking, I'll go through the chat and answer Frank and everybody else. It's just when I'm in my zone, I didn't see all the chats. So I'll do that now and make sure I cover everything for you all.
Thank you so much. And I just said you're going to share the slides with us.
Oh yeah, but I'll send them to you directly because I wish I knew how to do that. I don't know how to share the slides in the chat, but I'll send them to you to share with everyone.
So what we can do is you send it to us, and everybody that's registered here, we will share that.
Yeah.
With them.
But I'll add all the some other links that you're asking for in the chat now.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Sarah?
Awesome. Thank you so much, John. You definitely whet our appetite about global. So hopefully many of you, will start building a passion for it and helping us with the global. Okay, we are about to start. We have 3 other amazing speakers. They are all ambassadors or past ambassadors. And first of all, I would like to introduce Hiroku Nishikama Newman. And she is with Remax Estate Properties in Los Angeles. She's also the 2023 NAR Global Ambassador to Japan and Mongolia. And I believe she was also the ambassador in 2022. She is also 2023 Greater Los Angeles Realtors Global Committee Chair. And she's also 2022 Women's Council LA and Beverly Hills President. With that said, please help us welcome Hiroku Newman.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much for inviting me in the great session. As Sarah introduced, I am taking a role as a global ambassador to Japan and Mongolia. So this is my 3rd year, but my journey started to join the committee of the NAR in 2017. So I be a part of the Global Business Alliance Committee and CIPS Advisory Board. And then I didn't know anything about so much NAR at the time, but through the course, I'm getting know about what we are doing. And then I'm very passion to help outside of the partner and then our affiliate partner. So thank you.
Do you want to share your slides right now?
Oh, so I think my slide is almost John covered everything. I think that's okay. No. So yeah. So I just want to tell my roles. So as John says, Global Ambassador's role is promote our global business opportunity to our member inside our country and international realtor member. So, and then also help our partner country to increase the business opportunity. So I am taking care of Japan and Mongolia. So what I'm doing is I've been keeping in touch with them almost a monthly basis. And for Japan, we set up the almost Zoom meeting every other month, and every month CIPS networking meeting. So almost every month we have a conversation, and then I share the US market update. Mostly Dr. Lawrence Yun share the slide, and then also try to go to Japan once a year, especially for their annual conference time frame. And then this year we visited to Japan with, we are very honored to have the Tracy Casper and Dr. Lawrence Yun together. And then we set up the presentation at the conference also visited the government office and 5 different bilateral partner and an American embassy also. So we had a great time to have an opinion, share the opinion, something, many different great things. And also whenever they come to visit US, especially for the NR conference, I'm coordinating for the tour for the Japanese delegation, what the classes is good for them, and then pick up all the information and then set up the, sometimes we do the property tour for special property tour for the delegation, and then group dinner, and then set up the like a reception. So those coordination for the Japanese delegation. Also for Mongolia, we didn't do the monthly basis, but I visited Mongolia this June and last June, and then they have us to visit their office or association, set up the meeting presentation. Then whenever they come to DC or the conference, I'm coordinating and facilitating for the meeting. So those are very great relationship and share the thoughts, and especially like Mongolia is very developing stage. They don't have a license. They just studied the business license, but they don't have a law. They are creating the law right now. So we coordinate with an ambassador association, Seattle, Washington Realtor, help them to share what the structure. So those are the for them to be a benefit for our partners. So I'm sorry, I'm talking too much, but thank you so much. That's my current activities for the as an global ambassador. So thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Hiroko. We really appreciate everything that you're doing as an ambassador. So in order for us to proceed, I would like to have Arlene Barley share a short bio about our other speakers.
Hi, our next speaker is Marlene Cambonero, and she's 2023 NAR Global Ambassador to Costa Rica, Panama, and Nicaragua, 2020 and 2023 Florida Realtor Director, 2020 Vice Chair to Greater Tampa, Realtors Tampa Bay Global Business Council, and she's certified at Home with Diversity, Pricing Strategy Advisor, and SFR certified. So welcome, Marlene. We
And
also,
then Adriana, yeah, go ahead.
we will also have Mario Rubio speaking, and I'll just give his quick bio. I'm going to chop it up a little bit. He's done so much as well. Mario Rubio has always had a keen interest in business in real estate. And before beginning his journey in real estate, he believed served his country from 1981 to 1984 by joining the Army, where he was stationed at Camp Eschborn in Germany as part of the 130th Engineer Brigade. In 1991, he earned his bachelor's in finance from George Mason University. Immediately after receiving his bachelor's in 1993, he became a realtor to help families achieve the American dream of home ownership in 2000. Due to his spirit, he founded Rubio Real Estate in better to help families achieve their dream. And in 2006, he decided to continue his real estate education, graduate from the Real Estate Executive Program from Harvard Business School. And finally, in 2009, he was elected to the Northern Virginia Association of Realtors Board of Directors, where he served from 2009 and 2013. And the list goes on, but I'll make it short.
Thank you so much, Arlene. But I just want to make sure that you all know that we put this event together so that we get to know each other, so we can help each other and be part of a network group. So if you all could go on the chat and let us know what city you're from, what language you speak, and what your country you're passionate about. So with that said, I would like to go ahead and start with Q&A. During our presentation, if any of you have any questions, please feel free to go and state your questions on the chat. And after our presentation, we'll definitely try to go back and try to answer the questions that you may have. So I'm going to start and pose a question to all our speakers right now. So what is NAR ambassadorship? And what are some of your responsibilities and role? Any of you guys can start.
Can I go?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Number one, NAR, for giving me the honor and privilege to serve at the global level. That is incredible opportunity and such a humble experience. And thank you, Adriana and the Inland Gateway Association for creating this event today. And thank you, John, for being so informative to all of us and for being here. And hello, everyone in the audience. I am originally from Costa Rica in Tampa, Florida for 36 years already. And I started my global journey a long time ago. I graduated from the University of Tampa in international business, and I work in multinational corporations in international sales before my real estate career. So it has been my entire life in international. So it was only natural for me to transition into the international business and real estate once I became a realtor. So very early on, I became a member of our global council and our local association here, the Greater Tampa Association of Realtors. Then I became a member of our committee in the global committee at the state level with the Florida Association that John is so familiar with. Did such an incredible job here with us and for us. Paved the way for all of us. And look at him now. And then from there on, I was given the opportunity to participate as a global ambassador. So it has been a process and well-planned, I would say, personal business journey and personal growth for me. Is as I embark in this journey, I wanted to offer anything and everything that I had in my experience, professional experience and personal life to everyone that I became in touch with. That's always my goal, to share and collaborate. So with that in mind, I've been able to fulfill this role of an ambassador for Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and Panama by being the bridge, being the key contact for NAR, from NAR to these countries that I represent, and the other way around, vice versa, right? From those countries to NAR and to the rest of the world. So basically, we global ambassadors are the main contact, the first contact for everyone in the world that wants to do business in those countries. Why? Because we communicate virtually regularly, ongoing basis throughout the whole year that we are assigned to, this year 2023. We get elected, selected every year. So this is my year, my first year, and it has been ongoing for now 10 months, 9 months completely, to be in communication directly, not only with the associations, the board of those associations and the executive staff people, the global associations that are sister associations, as John described, in a way here in the United States to those countries. In my case, it's Naples Association, is the global association to Costa Rica, Orlando to Panama, and here in Tampa, we are the global sister association for El Salvador. So even though El Salvador is not my country, they still are my buddies because our association, we adopted them. We were given by NAR the privilege to work and help grow the profession in El Salvador. So we identify needs of the association by talking to these people that I mentioned. We help them realize all the resources that John shared with us that we have in our NAR global program, in how we can match those needs to the resources that we have. So then we help coordinate, identify what the needs are, then we help them connect to the right people in NAR that they can get the assistance that they need to bring to the membership the knowledge and the experience that we have to share with them and help them grow in the membership can become better agents, better become realtors and achieve the CIPS designation and learn how to do business globally and why, and do it the right way, ethically and professionally. So that is, I would say in a nutshell, the role that we have as an ambassador, and is ongoing. We also host those delegations when they come from our countries in our legislative session in Washington, D.C. in Expo, and also host them when they come to our national convention. We also try to be part of the trade missions that go to the countries that come to our countries. They come from any association. Chicago did one this year for Costa Rica. Acubir did one for Panama, that people came from all different states in the United States. I was there. So we host everybody that comes here when they come to the National Association Convention. I make sure that our partners in Nicaragua, Panama, and Costa Rica feel at home and are safe, and they participate in everything, and we engage them in everything. We motivate them, and that with enthusiasm and with this passion that we have for global, that's what we do. We create leaders and we show them how. So that for me is just phenomenal, and it's such a great opportunity for me to grow personally and professionally, and grow my network in my business, in the referral, and grow why we are what we are at the global level, and inspire everyone around the world to do better and be better.
Thank you so much, Marlene.
Thank you.
Who wants to go next? Hiroko or Mario?
Let me see, I go next. But before I begin my presentation, John, you forgot an important day for the A&R in Anaheim. Please mark your day, November 15th. That's the International Night Out. For our global people, this is the best place to networking. As we know, we work hard and we party hard. That's the best night to dance, to dress nice, and networking. You will meet so many people. So that's the International Night Out, November 15th, start at 7 p.m.
You know what else, Mario, that makes that day so incredibly special? That's my birthday.
Wow!
How crazy.
Look at this.
You're serious?
International,
We're gonna celebrate.
international, let me say, it is beautiful.
For over
We're
30
gonna-
years, my birthday is almost always during an NAR convention.
It's a ticket event, so you have to buy the
Yeah.
ticket in advance. Don't forget
Yes.
that. But it's a fabulous event, and you get to dress up pretty and connect. It's an amazing opportunity to do that, Mario. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
we buy our tickets and go celebrate John's birthday. Yay!
Here you go. Yeah. So, like Marlene said, great presentation, John. Great presentation. I've been a global ambassador to Peru, and also was the global coordinator, which is the next step. So, for all our members, you know what I mean? Like, I think, let me see, Van, you have a question. How do we bring it home? As you can see, the global, like Marlene, she's doing a great job making a connection with the other countries, with the over here. The National Association, they're making all these resources for us, for our members. So a good example, how do we make global work for us? For example, I just went to SILA convention in Panama, which Marlene was there. Good job, Marlene, making the whole members going. That's the way, you network, and then you meet other realtors like yourself. A good example, I just met this lady from Ecuador, and she wants to do business. She working with a developer, and she wants to do her best. He wants to build a building in Panama City. So we are because I do a lot of business in Panama. So Panama is my second home. I have a house, and it's a lot of potential anywhere in Latin America, my friend. From Mexico all the way to let me see, Argentina. The opportunities are there. I mean, Mexico, Colombia. The opportunities are there. I believe, I've been in real estate 30 years. Global real estate is our new frontiers for our members, our 1.4 million. A lot of people, they don't see it, but you are here, so you see the potential. Listen to Marlene, listen to Sarah, listen to Adriana. The opportunities are there. Ask questions, participate in those global events. Talk to your, to your co-workers, but the opportunities are there. So that's a real example how the global real estate works. So we are working making that building is going to be a small building. No, it's more like maybe 10 floors. I don't know. I had 80 units, so the opportunities are there. So going back to the global ambassador responsibility, for any another good example, when I was the global coordinator, I went to Pinellas, Florida. And then I saw before COVID, and then I saw Marlene. Now Marlene, you got to participate. She was in that. No, she's in Tampa, and yes, Pinellas. So she drove to Pinellas Association. We listened to the presentation, networking. So for anybody who's interested in participating, become a global ambassador, please, get your CIPS class. You must have your CIPS class and participate in your local association. You know what I mean? I saw Marlene, from the growing up. And then she's doing such a great job as a global ambassador. Oh man, she's great. Was the pleasure working with Vilma too. She was the global ambassador from Colombia. Adriana, she's coming, moving up. So for anybody, it is something we have to give back to our community, and especially for myself or for any, I guess, for let me see, for new immigrants, that's what I call them. I was from Peru, so I was the global ambassador to Peru. So I was able to teach, to give, how we do business in America. You know what I mean? So it's a very, very beautiful, fulfilled, and also it's our responsibility as a global ambassador to do our best. You know, to teach our new, new realtors in those countries to become better and be professional. I mean, so great presentation, John, Marlene, and anybody, please, become involved in your local association as a member, whatever, just.
And also with other associations, Mario, you are, amazing participating in other associations, trade missions, and creating trade missions. So don't limit yourself to just your local association events, global events. I have met the most wonderful people with trade missions from other associations, to London, to Dubai, to Toronto, to Granada recently, to Costa Rica. I mean, it's just incredible. A deal that a client that I'm working with right now from Alaska was referred to me by a realtor from Alaska that I met the last day of the CIRA convention in Granada, Spain. CIRA is the International Real Estate Association for Spain. I met her the last day, and it was like somebody introduced her to me and said, you two got to meet each other, and you're so much alike. And we clicked like you have no idea. 2 days later, she posted that she needed an agent at a city or town 20 minutes from my house, and in our CIPS networking private page. Okay, so I raised my hand and she's like, no way, you, Marlene, I just met you. Like, her client, a doctor, is buying a home at this town in Palm Harbor for her 82-year-old mom. And they're here right now, and I've been working with them. I met her at the end of June in Granada. So if I would not have been there, that opportunity would have never come across to me. So this is an example of how global works. You meet people and connect at the global level, then the transactions happen at your local level.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Marlene, excellent.
amazing.
Yeah, that's an excellent, beautiful example.
Yeah.
Totally agree. And I really want to emphasize something that Mario mentioned. Global is actually the new frontier. And why not be the one who's going to set up what's going to happen in the future? And I also want to share a little bit, people ask me, why global? And one of the things I'd be thinking about, why not global? This is a time that we need to figure out and consider other options and opportunity for us as a realtor. We all know there's limited listings, people are struggling. Why not global? Why not search for a niche, an opportunity for you to grow your database? So when you all mentioned SIGLA, I just wanted to mention, when I heard recently that you guys went to SIGLA, Tracy Casper was there. She was also sharing about it. And this is a great opportunity when you go on a trade mission for you to actually meet realtors, from international realtor from other country. That's how you build the rapport, the network. It is not just locally. Let's expand. Let's grow. You guys are the ones who are setting the pace for global. So why not? So with that said, I just want to ask you all a little bit, for those who are interested in getting more involved with global, or maybe perhaps getting involved with Ambassador, besides getting your CIPS, which is your Certified International Property Specialist, what can they do, or what can a realtor do to get more involved globally? Any of you want to share about that?
Yes,
I think you should
let me.
pick the persons, Sarah.
I think Mario?
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely you have to get involved in your, the education is CIPS. And also, let me give you a little tip for if you didn't get your CIPS yet. Trying to take, if you are from California, trying to take the CIPS, I don't know, in Costa Rica or in Washington, D.C., in a different state. If you had the meaning and you had the time, you had the money, trying to do it. For example, you are in California and then you take in Costa Rica, you will be the only one from Los Angeles or anywhere in California, in Costa Rica. So they will love you, and you will be the contact. So you will be in the class, usually like 40 students. You will be the only one from, I don't know, Los Angeles. And let me see in there. So you had a meaning, take that one. And please, but I used to be the local president for my local association. Participate in any committees, any forum. People has to see you, because the duty of a leader is to see, to replace ourselves, and also to see who is participating. So they see you all the time, you know what I mean? Hey, this, like, good example, Marlene. I went to that one, I met, I talked to her. I went to another convention, I see, oh, Marlene, oh man, she's everywhere. So people they want to see you in action. No, you have to be, you have to be proactive, and also do it truly. You like it, and then or you want to learn, ask a lot of questions, because we are here to help you out. It's all about teamwork. We are a huge family, and especially international family. It's even we are closer. I know I met Theo Frank. Where's Theo Frank? He's from Florida. I met it in Portugal in a trade mission. So we can have his Theo, which means uncle. We love you. This is great. So participating, getting in your local association, state, go to the A&R conventions. I know it is a fee, but it is, maybe you don't have to go to the whole 5 days, but go to the international days, which is like 2-3 days. It's an investment for your future. It is an investment for your career. And then,
volunteer to the international booth. You gotta put your work in. You gotta get in front of people. So how do you do that? Your local association becomes a sponsor of the global booth for the state association booth at whatever event you go. So then you get scheduled by being a sponsor time in that booth, like with the Florida Realtors Association. When I go at even our state convention, we have our global booth. So I represent our Tampa Association at that global booth for the association for 2-3 hours each day, 1 hour, 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. Just be there, because at that moment you're there connecting with the rest of the realtors from the entire state. These people get to know you, and then they're like, become your partners, your business partners. I give referrals and receive referrals from realtors from the entire state of Florida constantly, because we have met each other at this convention during these events. Same thing when we travel overseas, volunteer then for your state association at that booth, at that country during that convention. Same thing, I did it in Toronto. I've done it all over. I've done it for our Florida booth in our national convention as well. So it's like any time that you have the opportunity to help and be part and supportive of your local, state, and national association at the global level, you have the opportunity to present yourself as the true professional that you are and inspire others and have this wonderful conversation that you can only have at that particular moment in time if you're there. If you're not there, you're missing the opportunity.
Totally agree. Do you have anything to add to that, Hiroko?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm a echo with them, and then for my experience, in the beginning, I was very hesitant to go to the association's meeting because I don't know anybody. I think everybody feel uncomfortable at the beginning, but if you are interested in just showing up and then keep showing up, and you meet a very impressive people, and then you get to know each other, and then I think more involvement happened. So I took the CIPS at the Greater Los Angeles Association. That was my first time. Keep coming to the class, and then I had a great trainer, and then I was so impressed to open my eyes, and I joined the global committee. That's my first things to do it. And then after joining the local associations meeting in an event, and then states association and national, then you can make more friends in the statewide or nationwide, then more opportunity to get the referral. So inside a country, not only for the global outside of the country, sometimes the people feel a little bit far step to go out of the country to join the trade mission. So trade mission is great, but although the not going out of the country, you have many global opportunity in local, because I think many of you didn't deal with international countries, but if you think about the second languages clients or the family came from outside of the country. I came from Japan originally, just stay in United States for less than 20 years. Many people are doing that, and then they have a struggling to have a financial, build up the financial status, and then language barriers, and then custom difference. So there's a tons of opportunity local. So if you get involved more associations and then meet people to open your eyes, and then you will find out more opportunities. So that's my advice.
And also, we have the responsibility to serve our clients the best way possible. So by meeting you, Hiroko, by meeting you, Rubio, by meeting all of you, you all come from somewhere. You all have experience in dealing with people from anywhere. Doesn't matter what previous jobs you had before you became an agent, your personal experience, we are all exposed to people from all different countries. So 90% of the people that I work with or more are from somewhere else. The more I get to know you, Hiroko, the more I understand your culture, the better I can serve a client that may have the same background that you have. So I become a cultural broker, and I know how to better serve that client. And with that in mind, if you don't think that way, then you're distracted. You know, just it's logical, right? The more that we learn from others, the better we are able to serve the people that we serve every day.
Great.
Definitely.
Sarah, before
Totally
I leave,
agree with you.
Sarah, because I have to leave, I have an appointment. But no, thank you, Adriana, for inviting me to this great event. Congratulations, everybody. Remember one more tip that I give to all my friends. No, think globally, act globally, and tell your clients, your local clients, hey, I am planning a trade mission to, I don't know, to Mexico. I am planning to a trade mission to Portugal, to Colombia. When you talk to them, most likely, they know, the economic situation in the States is getting difficult. It's getting so. When you talk to a client that you are going to any trade mission, they will ask you questions. So that's the way you get involved. And most likely, what I mean, maybe your clients, your friend, they will go to that trade mission, but they know somebody. When I talk to people, I know people have moved to Panama, to Portugal, to Costa Rica, to Mexico, everywhere. They have moved. So you have to be proactive. You have to learn, have the connection, have the knowledge, make sure you talk to anybody and work. With putting I believe in let me see, in seminar. Tell your client, hey, we're putting a a seminar on how to buy your house in, I don't know, Panama, whatever, or Portugal. So you start getting people in your local community will let you, everybody will know that you do global real estate. Okay, guys, thank you for the invitation, Adriana. Looking forward, ask a lot of questions, and we see you in November 15 at the International Night Out.
Ciao, ciao, Mario.
Thank you,
Ciao.
Mario.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you
Thank
for,
you,
for the
Mario. Bye,
invitation.
Mario.
Bye,
See
Super
you in
Mario.
November.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. I see a hand raised from Wilma Lopez. Wilma, you want to unmute yourself?
Yes, Sarah, thank you very much. There are some faces I recognize. Marlene is one of them. It's so nice to see you here. I had the opportunity to be the last year of President Liaison in 2018 to Colombia, which is the country I was born. And what I found that I want just to share with you my experience is when I went to the country, I found there was so much need of education, and international countries. Most countries around the world don't have licensing laws. So they value NAR education as one of the best tools to become professionals, to show something to the public. They are professionals beyond the basics. So the most of the designations and certifications were not in Spanish. So I offered to translate, and I translated two of them, RENE and ABR. And from there, I know there are many people taking different certifications, designations, and that is something we can work with our international partners. There are also countries that use the real estate associations, as we know, more like a private membership. So if we are global ambassadors and we try to work not only with our colleagues in the country, but colleagues outside the country, because many want to become international realtor members. But if they don't understand how it works, what it means, how they can get involved, and we don't communicate in a clear, logical way, not with we understand the RBI, the ABR, all those little words that we understand in the US are not familiar when we go to another country. So we can help them navigate through the words and the explanation of what they need to understand to become international members and become designees or get certifications. Would be great, but really that job is for mostly one person, which is the global ambassador. The countries will listen to the global ambassador, and that's something that when we have that role, we need to be very mindful about. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wilma, for sharing that with us. And I want to concur with Wilma. You know, we actually have a responsibility to share and educate other international realtors about real estate and so forth. But, you know, I just want to share a little bit why I personally joined Global. I only been involved globally, I want to say about 3, maximum 4 years. And the reason I joined was mainly because I was trying to understand the cultural differences between different countries. I had some clients that were purchasing in Riverside County, and I was really not too familiarized with their culture. Who do I talk to, or what are some of the cultural respects that you need to follow through? I personally was born in Taiwan, but I grew up in South America, Brazil. So I was not really even familiarized with my own culture, the Chinese. And it was important for me to understand what are some of the protocol that some of the Asian cultures follow through. So that's why I got involved with Global. I got to understand a little bit about the needs of the Chinese culture. I got to understand a little bit about the needs if I had an Indian clientele. So this is one thing that I learned when I took the CIPS courses, because I got to understand the differences practices and their culture. And by understanding that, I was able to bring them all together so that they could have a trust in me to work with them as an agent. So that is so important with global. So that's why I highly recommend, if you want to improve on your transactions with foreign investors, foreign buyers in your own backyard, please, I highly recommend you getting your certified international property specialist designation. It is going to be an eye-opening for you. And once you have that, you familiarize yourself with that, take the time to travel out of the country. What greater opportunity to see in person what the opportunities are, the builders that they're currently opportunities for you to refer. When I went to Dubai last year, I literally built lifetime connection with so many of you here. And because of that, I have even an interest in traveling to other countries. For example, I love to take the opportunity to travel to Costa Rica. Why Costa Rica? Costa Rica last year was the first country that our patriots are moving to retire. Do you guys know why? Because they have the lowest and the best health care. See, we are trying to share all this information as a global ambassador, as a global realtor. It is actually our responsibility. So with our region, I think the more we're able to share this, the more people are going to realize the importance and why global now is a trend for everybody and should be a trend for everybody. But before I go on, I want to get back and ask each of our ambassadors, Hiroko and Marlene, where do you see global in 5 years from today? Go ahead, Marlene.
Okay, thank you. I see global being part of every single realtor business plan. If it's not in your business plan every year to go to be a global agent, you're going to be left behind. The opportunities and everything that we learned through our COVID lockdown and everything, and getting familiar and Zoom out with all the Zoom meetings that we had during that period, and learn that technology brings all of us together. And now look at us, how normal it is for us now to connect. Doesn't matter what part of the world we are, what time it is, or anything like that. So I see that global will be in every single professional realtor that takes this career seriously. I see global being part of their business plan for every single year. It has to be, if you want to progress in this profession and really grow your business and grow personally.
I agree. And with technology and with AI, our world's getting much, much smaller. It's no longer, what's happening in your neighborhood, but is what's happening across the globe. The information that they have out there, we can actually utilize and share within our own backyard. So, Hiroko, do you have anything to add to that?
Yes, absolutely. The global real estate keep growing because the number one, the AI and technology is more advanced, growing. We just joined the CAR Global Forum and then invited the AI's presenter, right? So I totally agree because of the technology, many people can assess or estimate the value or see the picture or the 3D or 4D, and then easy to understand or the risk, avoiding the risk to purchase the property, and that helps a lot. And then number two is remote work impact is huge. Because of that, people are freely to choose the place to live, not only inside and outside of the country. I saw the NL's research, some survey that for many years from the buyer seller sold the property to another area, that was only within the 3 or 5 or 10 miles, but recently 50 miles away. That is only inside the country. So more than maybe 10 times far from the place to sell to buy. So maybe in the future, in 5 years, more people pick up the place out of the country to live, and then or maybe retired. It's easy to go out, and because of that, number 3 is more investors come from outside of the country, and US people would like to purchase a property, and especially like Japan, people travel only a huge city before, but many people go into the deep rural area, and then they will find out the rural area is very cheap than the city. And then they will find out, oh, this is a good place to live. So for the, we didn't expect like such a small city, but recently like a Niseko in Hokkaido is a very great resort. It's a very rural area, but the ski resort is blooming up to all the international buyer to purchase the resort area. So that's happening in the world, I think. So absolutely, the global is keep growing, and then we can take an advantage to run the CIPS or global and resource, which NL has. I think that's a good opportunity for us.
Awesome. Do you have a question, Wilma? No? Okay.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, go
Oh,
side
no, I
hand,
don't have
but-
a question. I just have a comment if I can take a
Sure, absolutely.
So I am not only involved with my local and state associations in several committees, but I like also to go beyond the association events. So I participate in global events at Broward County, which is the county where I live in Florida. And in one of those events, I met with different people, amongst them the Spain consulate, like 4 years ago. From that introduction, I received a request from an association of realtors in Spain to help them market and become NAR members. So that's something I have been working with. This year, some of these members came to Florida Realtors, and Anita, by the way, you were there. It was great to see you there. And they came to understand how we do business, how we network, what are the principles of the networking process we do in such a successful way. And what they found is, one, they really are still working in the old era where they are mostly by phone or by email, but they don't use social media, they don't use, less to say, AI. But in the other hand, when they came and saw the prices we have in Florida, they were scared because their prices in the region on the east side of Spain, I'm calling Costa Blanca, Alicante, are very low compared to what we have. So basically, when we see those situations, what we can see is how can we collaborate together? Because if your clients consider this is too high for them and they are giving us commission or referral fee, why don't work both ways? And that is something I'm trying to work with them, trying to help them become NAR Alliance so it can be more in front of the members, and trying to help them market in a way they can promote the region by offering the commission or referrals. By the way, they are offering a Zoom meeting this month. I don't have the details, but I will be happy to share them with you.
Yeah, we'd love to hear
Awesome.
more about that.
Yeah. So that's what.
Yeah.
Can I?
Go ahead, Marlene.
Yeah, let me
Yes.
add to what Vilma explained so well. We cannot go out to sell and based on price. What I have learned is that we need to become local experts, fully experts of where we are. And what we sell is lifestyle. is you can't compare with the properties in Spain are absolutely gorgeous. Why would they buy anything in Florida when they live in paradise over there? So why? Because we in Florida have incredible education, incredible healthcare hospitals. We have opportunities to connect with the rest of the Caribbean and Latin America. We are close to the Panama Canal. We're close to all the other countries, you know, states in Canada that is so amazing. I highly recommend to become a member of CREA, the Canadian Real Estate Association, Global Association. CREA Global is incredible. So, you know, as we go around, we learn that really, truly, who we are and what we need to be, even when we connect globally, is local experts. Why Tampa? You know, I go everywhere and that's the conversation I have. Why Tampa is so great and why I have been here for 36 years, even though I'm from this beautiful Costa Rica, right? So it's how you handle the conversation, because you can't compete. There are gorgeous places everywhere in the world. You know, I'm sure in China and Taiwan and all this amazing, in Indonesia and Japan, everywhere, you know, in Brazil, Colombia, they're so unique, so beautiful, special, but you can't get, you know, the mental block that you're competing or selling and get stuck on the price point at all, ever, because people are willing to pay whatever they're able and willing to pay if they like the place, if they find what they're looking for based on their needs and their lifestyle. Just food for thought for everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah. To read to you all, CR Forum's mission statement. I think it's important for us to understand what is it about global. So the mission statement is the CR Global Real Estate Forum's purpose is to educate, inform, and provide practical ways to engage with global real estate clients, network, and expand CR members' business opportunities in a global real estate. So this is what global is all about. So I want to throw it back to everyone. You all have an opportunity. How many of you have CIPS designation right now? If you could raise your hands. Now, what have you seen and heard that has been challenged for those who don't have a CIPS designation? Anybody want to share? If not, I want to say, how many of you are participating in sharing the knowledge with your association about global? This is one opportunity, a responsibility, actually, as Marlene said. We have a responsibility to educate our even fellow members from our own association. Were you aware that now NAR actually has a course for our local association? And it's only a 4-hour course. What a wonderful opportunity for us to share with our local association the opportunities about global. It's actually our responsibility to share that with our association in order for us to expand the knowledge and have other members understand what global is all about. So I want to say each of you have a responsibility to share that with your local association in order for us to be able to grow our council, to have more committees in regards to global. This is one way that we can help and change the outlook of what global is all about. So with that said, I want to turn it to our speakers once again. Can you give us an opportunity and share with us what is happening in your very country that you are ambassador of? What are some of the projects that's going on? And what are the price point? And is there a future trade missions in those countries?
And before you guys start, let's limit that to 1 minute, please, because we need to wrap it up. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Yeah. For Panama, is going to be at the end of January is the ACOBIR, which is the Association of Panama Real Estate Association. They have their Congress or Expo, and it's really, really amazing presentation of their country. And they have an entire day of government agencies teaching you how to do business in Panama and why, and all the government incentives and everything. And then they take you every single day in the afternoon to tour projects so that you can see with your own eyes and connect with all the developers and have an incredible portfolio of options for investments and understand how, you know, all the opportunities that you have to bring to your clients and to your local association members, global members. And then this time in Costa Rica, they don't have an event coming up this year. They already had the CIPS class that the institute that they normally have in July, I think it was at the end of July. So we already had that. So that's basically all I have for right now. The ACOBIR Expo Congress in Panama, the end of January. So reach out to me and I'll share the details with you guys privately if you like. Just send me a direct message either on my Facebook page or an email. I can put my email contact information on the chat right now. You can reach out to me or text me, WhatsApp me. I go with WhatsApp with everybody everywhere in the world. That works.
Thank you, Marlene.
Sure.
Do you have anything to add, Hiroko?
Okay, so yeah, I have Japan and Mongolia as an assigned country. So for Japan, maybe people think about that Japan is a very expensive country, but the fact is not. So in 80s and 90s, the bubble economy brought up, and the deflation is going down. Recently, the economy was good, so the price is going up. But maybe in the city, Tokyo is still expensive. Like price range is a small 3-bedroom condo will be $800,000 price, or sometimes 1 million for the small condo or a single family home. But go out of the metropolitan area, the price range is maybe 200 something, 150 something for the resale house. So maybe compared to the city, if you can have an investment purpose to purchase a property, that's a great opportunity. And exchange rate is super great right now. So when I came here, $1 is $100. $1 is 100 yen, but right now $1 is 100, almost 150. So you can purchase very lower price range, and then it's a great time to go to visit and travel. So so the good opportunity to invest to Japan if you're interested in. And also this year, the Japanese delegation will come to Anaheim, 20 people. So I will bring everybody to the CAO's global session in the expo area, so you can meet everybody. Mongolia is also growing country. The price is very slow, very good to purchase. So I think a Mongolia delegation will come. 2 people will come. We are expecting. So I can connect with you if you are interested in this.
Definitely. Thank you so much. But I want to turn over to Adriana right now. And I want to, first of all, thank Marlene, thank Hiroko. You guys are amazing. And I really am looking forward to networking, getting to know both of you more in 2024. So,
it was
Adriana, take it over.
amazing. Thank you, ladies, and thank you,
my
Mario, even though he already left, and thank you, John Sibri. And I just want, if you guys talk to Karen, if you want to, I'm gonna send her an email to express my apologies. She did not join, even though I sent her the email, it was a last minute. But again, this wasn't just for a 2023, it was just to know an overall of what you guys do. And you did a fantastic job educating us. And, you know, because a lot of people didn't know how important is your job. And I did have an idea, but you do a lot more than I thought you did. So congratulations for a job well done, for representing NAR so well, and actually for representing your own countries here. You guys are, again, you are the voice and the face of NAR, and we really appreciate everything that you do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the members and all the people that join us today. I know, Lisa, you put that you are the chair of the OC Realtors. You want to unmute? So we need to work together, lady.
Yes, I know, and Sarah and I had briefly chat about at the Anaheim after the forum, and we really need to get together and do something. And hopefully, there's an idea on the table that we can actually do a SoCal Symposium of Global. So maybe we can all get together and get that planning going, in the near future.
That will be wonderful. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you in Anaheim, and let's work together. Let's do nothing, because we are very close. That's why I asking her directly, because we are like next door to each other. So I love to be able to cooperate. And Joyce, I know Joyce is in your same association. Thank you, Joyce, for joining us today. Thank you for your support always. What conference are you interested on, Joyce?
I'm willing to travel everywhere. I don't have any particular one because every country has so much to offer. It's just an open palette for me. So I got the bug in me when I went on a trade mission to Dubai in 19, but then immediately we had the shutdown in 20. So that stopped everything. So I'm looking forward to getting back into the swing. At Orange County, we're trying to put together one to Canada, but then that's when we had the shutdown. So I'm going to be working on reviving a Canada trade mission for next year.
Awesome.
And then we'll go from there. So thank you, Adriana, Sarah, and everybody. It was great to hear all the good information and nice to meet everybody.
It was nice to meeting everyone here. I know Tatiana said she's asking us to join her Facebook page in Wisconsin. So she put the link there. So come on, guys, let's cooperate with each other. Let's attend each other's event, join their Facebook page. Let's share all that information, because again, we are global, and that's what we do. So thank you again for being here, and we are gonna end on time. Arlene, since you are part of our community, you wanna say our last words?
Everyone have a great day. I look forward to see you guys in Anaheim.
And everybody say bye in their own language. So I say ciao.
Adios.
Buenas tardes.
Bye.
Adios, ciao, ciao.
How did you say it in Japanese?
In Chinese?
In Chinese.
再见.
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 And in Japanese.
Sayonara.
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 Okay, ladies.
Bye, everyone.
In Anaheim.
Anaheim.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.